Assalamu alaikum. Today we're going to talk about perpetual futures contracts, a means for speculating on prices which has recently gained a lot of popularity in the crypto world. Now you may think this is a rather niche subject, but actually it's a topic that I've received many requests for, and it makes sense given their dramatic rise in popularity, especially in the world of cryptocurrency trading. In fact, the perpetual futures contracts market is one that is now in the trillions of dollars. So chances are many Muslims are involved in this market. So let's start with a brief reminder of what is a futures contract, and then we'll talk about what is a perpetual futures contract, and end with a conclusion of whether or not perpetual futures contracts are halal or haram, at least as per my understanding. A futures contract is an agreement to buy or sell something at a predetermined price at a specified time in the future. So an example of a futures contract is I agree to deliver to you and you agree to buy from me one Bitcoin for $50,000 in 1 month, otherwise known as the settlement date. This means that after 1 month, on the settlement date, you have an obligation to buy from me and I have an obligation to deliver to you one Bitcoin for the price of $50,000. A perpetual futures contract is a special type of futures contract in that it doesn't have a settlement date. So one can hold on to their position in the futures contract, long or short, for as long as they like. Since the perpetual futures contract can be settled at any time, the price of the contract is designed to always match the current price of the underlying asset. So now the question that suggests itself is, well, why would anyone buy or sell crypto or anything else with a perpetual futures contract rather than just directly trading the crypto or the underlying asset itself? Well, for one, every future contract has two sides. One side is betting that the price is going to go up, and the other side is betting that the price is going to go down. So with a perpetual futures contract, you have the opportunity to profit not only when you think the price is going to go up, but also when you think the price is going to go down. The second reason is that trading fees can sometimes be lower with futures and liquidity can sometimes be higher. And the third reason is leverage. With a futures contract, you only need to deposit a little amount of money to gain access to the price action of a large amount of the underlying using leverage. With Binance, for example, one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world, they allow you to leverage your Bitcoin futures position 125 times what you deposit in cash. So now let's talk about whether perpetual futures are halal or haram. Basically, I see the following major problems with perpetual futures. Perpetual futures are cash settled, meaning when the future contracts are settled, no underlying asset is actually exchanged. Only money is exchanged. The party that lost the price direction bet pays the party that won it. So this is a zero-sum game that meets the definition of Al-maysir or gambling, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prohibits. In the generous Quran, He says, translated into English, O you who believe, intoxicants, al-maysir, sacrificing for idols, and making decisions based on games of chance are sicknesses from the work of Satan, so avoid these things so you may prosper. Satan desires to create enmity and hatred amongst you through intoxicants and al-maysir and to stop you from praying and remembering Allah. So will you abstain from these things? So I find the existence of al-maysir in perpetual futures contracts and therefore haram to transact in. Wallahu subhanahu wa ta'ala alam. Final thoughts here. Let me tell you a little secret that the casual observer may not realize. You know how I said futures contracts have two sides? One side's gain is the other side's loss. Well, a lot of times the other side in the futures contract is the exchange itself. The party that is entrusted with communicating the price also often has a vested interest in what that price is. So how confident are you that the exchange that is betting against you wouldn't manipulate the price, which it controls, for a brief moment just to wipe out your account and the accounts of others like you that it's betting against. When you're looking at a price chart on a certain exchange and you notice a sudden spike or drop followed by a quick recovery and the whole thing just took a few seconds, just know that a lot of leveraged positions may have just been wiped out. And whether or not the exchange did that on purpose is something that you'll never know. Being a part of a futures contract wherein the other party is the exchange itself is like competing with someone wherein your competitor actually gets to determine the outcome of the match. Some food for thought. I hope you found this video beneficial. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like to let the YouTube algorithm know that we're producing good content on this channel. Subscribe so you can be notified when new content is uploaded. Go to Buy Me a Coffee and become our member to support our content creation and also to follow my crypto portfolio. Until next time, make sure to take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum and peace be upon you all.